Good afternoon, all of you. Is the voice is clear? Is the voice is clear or not? Can anyone? Roll number 9, Shivadatta, Madhavi, Sharath.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll see next topic, that is pipelining. So before going to the pipelining, once we will go through the topic that I said in the last class. Okay. So this is the topic that I said in last class, parallel processing. Parallel processing is nothing but we will perform the simultaneously number of tasks. So automatically the execution speed will be increased. Okay. Because of this, we will complete the work within a short span of time. Okay. Because of this, we can say that the speed of the computer is increased by the help of the executing the simultaneous task. Okay. This is called as the parallel processing. Whereas in this diagram, I already said, this diagram. This diagram is nothing but it is a here the execution unit is divided into 8 different functional units. Okay, can you identify what are the functional units? Adder, subtractor, integer, multiply. So these two are addition, subtraction, multiplication. Okay, then logic. Logic means you already know logic micro operations, end operation, or all those. Shift micro operations and right shift, left shift, circular light, circular left, all those things. Incrementer means increment by 1. Okay, now for a fractional number, I have to perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Floating point ante it is a fraction. So for fraction numbers, I want to perform these operations by using these 3 blocks. And always will perform the operation by taking some, see, always you have to read the instruction from memory to processor register. Okay, then you have to perform the operation, you have to perform the operation on the data in the processor registers. Okay, this one I already said. So what is the final conclusion? Parallel processing means instead of one execution unit, we have now 8 different blocks, and all those will be executed parallel. Okay, now according to the two important definitions: instruction stream and data stream. Instruction stream ante the sequence of the instructions read from the memory. This side is memory. Okay, to memory. So the sequence of the instructions read from memory is called as instruction stream. Then second definition, the operations performed on the data in processor register is nothing but data stream. And according to Flynn classification, there are 4 types. 4 types. And those are SISD. SISD and section stream and single data stream. So in this example, you have only one control unit. Can you see here? Only one control unit, one processor unit, and one memory unit. Okay, that means only you are reading one instruction from memory, and you will execute that instruction by one processor. So here parallel processing we are not implementing. Okay, so that is nothing but SISD. Whereas in second one, SIMD will perform the parallel processing, but here only one control unit, but you have more number of processors, n number of processors, and this control unit will control all these processors, and the control unit will send the instruction which is read from the shared memory. Then it will send that instruction to all processors. So what is the point? I can say that all processors uh, execute this same instruction, but different sets of the data which is read from the shared memory. See here, processor unit 1 key instruction, only same instruction, but different data which is read from shared memory. Similarly, processor 2 read instruction from memory and it will read the data from memory. So different data. Then MISD and meaning you have multiple control units, multiple processor units, and in the name itself, all processors will get the different instruction or unique instruction from control unit, but operate on the same data, which is from shared memory. Is it okay? So all processors will get a different instruction or unique instruction, but operate on the same data, and we will not use these computers. Okay, in general, we will not use these computers. Then last one, MIMD. Anyone MIMD ante entamma? So here all processors will get different instructions at the same time. You will get it will be operate on the different sets of the data by taking the data from particular memory. So processor unit 1 from memory 1. So this is the data. Processor unit 2, instruction 2, memory 2, like that. And parallel processing we can implement in pipelining. So parallel processing can be implemented in 3 different ways: pipelining and vector processing and array processing. So pipeline processing we'll see arithmetic pipeline and instruction pipeline. Is it okay? So today we'll see the pipeline. Today we'll see the pipeline. Is the screen is visible to you, all of you? కనపడుతుందమ్మా? ఎవరైనా రిప్లై చేయండమ్మా.
Yes, sir.
Pipelining. Now, so today we'll discuss only one topic, pipelining. In the next class we'll see arithmetic pipeline. Okay. So arithmetic pipeline we'll see in the next class. So today we'll see the pipelining. I think all of you know pipelining. What is pipelining? Pipelining is nothing but we'll perform more number of tasks. Okay. So in general, pipelining is nothing but a technique. Pipelining is nothing but a technique of decomposing a sequential process into sub-operations, and with each sub-process being executed in a partial dedicated segment that operates concurrently with all other segments. Okay, I will explain this definition with the help of the one example. Okay, but you try to understand the point is, at a time you will execute more number of steps. Okay, we will not perform only one, not performing only one step. Okay, we will do number of operations, number of sub operations will execute continuously. Okay, now the example is nothing but, so can anyone, what is the example present here? Example emundo chudandamma, AI into so what is the example? AI into BI plus CI. So I value is nothing but I equal to 1, 2, 3 up to 7. Okay, that means what is the operation that we are doing? You are doing AI into BI, then I have to add that multiply this product with CI. So what is pipelining? We have to a sequential process, you have to divide into sub operations, and where each sub process will be executed in a particular dedicated segment. Okay, and overall all will be operated. Okay, now see the example, memory. Is it okay, all of you? This is called memory, where you will read AI and BI, CI. So memory, from memory you will read AI and BI to R1 and R2. Is it okay, all of you? So I am performing what is the operation A into BI plus CI. Now in memory I have to read, from memory I have to read AI, BI, AI to R1 and BI to R2. Can anyone, this operation is completed in which segment? ఎవరొకరు చెప్పాలి. So this operation will be completed in first segment only. Okay, is it okay? Now in second segment what we'll do? So second segment, whatever value is there in R1 and R2, I have to multiply those two numbers. For that purpose I am using multiplier, and the output will be stored in the R3, and the CI value will read from memory into R4. So this is the second segment completed. Is it okay? Segment 1 completed, and R3, what is the R3 value? Now 3 value is R1 into R2, whereas here I will read R4, that is CI. Now in segment 3 what I will do? I will use one adder to add both R3 and R4 and store that value in some register, R5. Is it okay, all of you? I think it is simple operation. I think all of you understand what I said. So in first segment, అందరూ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి, ఫస్ట్ సెగ్మెంట్లో ఏం చేసాం? Read A, BI to R1 and R2. And segment 2, multiply R1 and R2 and store that in R3. Read CI to R4. Then segment 3, add R3 and R4 and store in R5. And for this, I will show the pipelining procedure. All of you. So what is there here? Clock pulse number, segment 1, then segment 2, All of you. చూడండమ్మా. Segment 1, segment 2, segment 3. Is all of you okay? Now, చెక్ చేయండి అమ్మా. సెగ్మెంట్ 1లో ఏం రిజిస్టర్స్ ఉన్నాయి చెక్ చేయండి అందరూ. సో సెగ్మెంట్ 1 you have the registers. Few registers are there.
R1 and R2.
R1 and R2. Whereas in segment 2 you have R3 and R4. And segment 3 you have R5. Okay. Actually this diagram little bit this part is first segment, whereas second segment is R3 R4, and this part is because PPT some alignment is there, so you are not good. Are you understand? So segment 1 is this R1 and R2. Segment 2 ante entamma? Segment 2 is R3 R4. Okay. R5 is segment 3. Is it okay? అందరు చెప్పండమ్మా ఇప్పుడు. Now for the first clock pulse, anyone? So for the first clock pulse, what is the first step? Can anyone identify? First clock pulse కి ఏం రీడ్ చేయాలి? I have to read A1 into R1 and B1 into R2. That is the first one is completed in first clock pulse. Is it okay? చెప్పాలరా బాబు.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So first step, A1 is transferred to R1 and B1 is read from the memory and transferred to R2. Is it okay? That is the first clock pulse. Now anyone second clock pulse? Second clock pulse lo ఏమవుతుందో చెప్పండి.
Multiplication.
R1 into R2 I have to multiply and I have to store in R3. Is it what value I have to store? R1 into R2. And R4 value, what is the R4 value? R4 value is C1. Now can anyone say that what is the R1 value now?
A1.
No. First check చేయండి. First clock pulse లో చెప్పండి. What is the R1 value? చెప్పు. R1 value is what? A1. First clock pulse లో. Are you understanding what I am saying? R1 is A1. R1 is A1 and R2 is B1 in the first clock pulse. Okay. Now in the second clock pulse, can you say that what is the R1 value? Is A2. A2. And what is R2 value? B2. Now can anyone, what is the R3 value? చెప్పండిరా R3 value ఏంటి? R1 into R2. So R3 is R1 into, so into I am doing like this. Is it okay? Now can anyone, what is the R4 value? ఎవరు వినట్లా? R4 value is C1. Are you understand?
Yes,
Now third clock, anyone, now I will write only this clock cycle. Now third clock cycle, what is the R1 value? Confusion. Third clock pulse, I will get now A3. Once you see, then it is easy. A3. And what is the R2? R3 is R2 is B3. Can anyone, what is the R3 value now? ఇప్పుడు కరెక్ట్ చెప్పండి, అర్థమైనట్టు అవుతుంది మీకు. What is the R3 value, anyone?
A2 into B2.
Yes, very good. So R3 value is here previous values which are A2 and B2. Now I have to multiply that. So what is the answer? Is A2 into B2. A2 into B2. Can anyone, what is the R4 value? R4 value anta?
C2, sir.
R4 C2. Very good. Can anyone, what is the R5 value? R5 value ఎవరని చెప్పండి.
R1, R2 into C1.
This is R1 R2 అంటే ఇక్కడ A1 A2. Okay, I default register value written, but it is A1 and
P1
V1.
plus C1.
Yes, very good. Okay, now what is the answer? R5 is A1 into V1 plus C1. So all of you understanding what you are doing now? I think you understand. Now we will see in this diagram. Okay, check Jane. So this clock pulse, is this, and these are the resistors. Okay, and first clock pulse A1 B1. Is it okay, all of you? Second clock pulse lo enti A2 B2, and you are multiplying A1 into B1 C1. Third danlo A3 B3, that also is seen. A2 into B2 C2, and answer is A1 into B1 plus C1. Then fourth clock pulse lo andaru paper తీసుకొని చేయండి, ఇది ఆటోమేటిక్ అర్థమవుతుంది. Fourth clock pulse lo A4 B4, and here A3 B3 C3, and you will get A2 into B2 plus C2. Then fifth one A5 B5, A4 into B4 C4, then A3 into B3 plus C3. Then sixth A4 into B4 plus C4. Then seventh A7 B7, A6 into B6, then C6, A5 into B5 plus C5. Now eighth clock pulse, because it is up to 7 only, so we will not get A8 B8. Okay, so what we will get here? So R3 also will not get any value, because okay, now what is the value that he will get here? A7 into B7, and then you will get C7, R4 is C7, then you are getting R5, A7 into B7 plus C7. Are you understand, all of you? How you performed this? ఎవరికైనా అర్థం కాలేదా చెప్పండి. This one you will understand if you write on the paper. So all of you take one paper and try to write it. Okay, then automatically you will understand easily. Okay, so this is nothing but step by step you are doing. Okay, so write the fourth clock pulse and like that. Okay, totally you write for 7. Is all of you understand what I said in this slide? This one is nothing but A7 B7 here. Okay, actually here, so it is little bit shifted, and C7 is here, and here A6 into B6 plus C6, and last step is A7 into B7 plus C7. Okay, so this is nothing but pipelining. Now can anyone now assume that fourth clock cycle, how many operations I am doing here in fourth, otherwise third clock cycle, how many works I am doing here? I am taking A3 B3, one work. This is one step. A3 B3 I am doing in segment 1. So in segment 1, what I am doing? I am reading A3 B3 to R1 and R2. That is the first operation that you are doing. Segment 2, what you are doing? Previous data I am multiplying, that is A2 into B2. And same, I am reading C2 from memory. And similarly in segment 3, what is the operation I am doing? A1 into B1 plus C1. So totally simultaneously, how many operations you are performing here? 3 segments you are doing operation. This is first segment, this is second segment, and this is third segment. So simultaneously we are performing the sub operations in 3 segments here. Okay. Now this is nothing but general segment pipeline. Can anyone see the diagram? How many are there? How many segments are there? Check చేయండి అమ్మ diagram లో. How many segments are there?
4, sir.
Very good. So there are four segments. There are four segments. See here, four segments, and registers are there intermediate between S1 and S2 and S2 and S3, S3 and S4. We have register, and output of S4 is also given to register. Because all registers are sequential circuits, I am giving the clock signal to all registers. Okay. Now assume that this is nothing but time diagram. So how many clock cycles are required to complete the four segment circuit? Okay. Now take x direction. What I am taking here? X is nothing but number of clock cycles that you require. Okay. Then these are nothing but segments. Totally how many segments? Four segments. And each segment you required 6 steps. Okay. You required 6 clock cycles to complete each segment. Okay. Now see here. I'll have to verify this diagram now. Segment 1. So what you are doing? Verify. So first clock cycle. So what is the so segment 1 in first clock cycle I am performing T1. Okay. Then similarly in segment 2. So segment 2 what I am doing? Segment 2 once again I am performing the T1. During that clock cycle, segment 1, I am executing T2. Are you understand what I said? Now similarly, clock cycle 3 lo emotundi cheppandi. Clock cycle 3 in segment 1, I am performing the operation T3. And here T2 for segment 2. Whereas segment 3, I am performing T1. Okay. Similarly, fourth segment, all are parallel. T4, whereas second segment T3, third segment T2, whereas fourth segment first one T1. Okay. Like that, you have to perform the task. And this is the what is the speed up? To understand the speed up, you require these two formulas. Is all of you the PPT is visible to you? Pipeline speed up. Pipeline speed up కనపడుతుందా కనపడట్లేదమ్మా?
Visible, sir.
Visible? Okay. So now see here. Pipeline speed up, small n. Small n is nothing but how many tasks are there. Okay. Small n is nothing but how many tasks are there. Okay. Now verify for non-pipeline. For non-pipeline and for pipeline. Okay. We'll see both cases. So what is Tn? Tn is nothing but clock cycle. And tau1 is nothing but time required to complete the n tasks. Okay. Now tau1 is equal to in non-pipeline how many tasks are there? N into clock cycle, that is Tn. Whereas in pipeline machine, how many stages are there? K stages. I already said no, K stages, and Tb is the clock cycle, and time required to complete task, that is tau k. Now tau k, what is the formula here? Tau k is nothing but K stages plus n. N means number of tasks. Okay, number of tasks. Then minus 1 into Tp. Into Tp. So what is the Tp? Tp is nothing but clock cycle. Time to complete each sub operation. Then what is n? N is nothing but your number of tasks. Okay. And now speed up formula. Speed up formula is nothing but with respect to, it is nothing but define the ratio of from non-pipeline to pipeline. Non-pipeline ante n into Tn. Pipeline ante k plus n minus 1 into Tp. Okay. Now if small n is number of tasks are more, assume that the number of tasks are more. If number of tasks are more, then what happens automatically? N is more compared to k and minus 1. Okay. So we can write this as n into Tn because n is infinity. So k minus 1 is negligible. Okay. So we can write ntn divided by ntp. So n cancel. So what is the answer? I will get Tn divided by Tp. So Tn ante value anta ikkada? Tn is nothing but k into, so k into Tp. So if you cancel Tp, so what is the value? You will get k. Okay. Now all of you, now in this diagram check చేయండి అమ్మా ఎన్ని segments ఉన్నాయి? Segments ఉన్నాయి ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి చెప్పండి?
4, sir.
So 4 segments and n. N is nothing but how many tasks are there? 6. So the formula is what here? K plus n minus 1 Tp. K anta 4 plus n anta 6. Okay. 4 plus 6 minus 1 into Tp. So 10 minus 1 ante anta 9. Tp ante clock cycle. So how many clock cycles are required for this? 9 clock cycles. Is it okay? So number of segments are 4. Number of segments are 4 here and number of tasks are 6. So what is the formula for this? The formula is ఇక్కడ రాస్తున్నా చూడండి 4 plus then minus 1. So 10 minus 1. So how many clock cycles? 9 clock cycles. Are you understand what I said? Now I'll ask one question. Suppose you have only 3 segments. Assume that 3 segments and number of tasks are 5. How many clock cycles are required to perform this? 3 segments ante 3 plus చెప్పాలి ఎవరన్నా 3 plus number of tasks ఉంది 5 minus 1. So 8 minus 1 అంటే ఏంటి? 7 clock cycles. కావాలంటే చెక్ చేయండి ఇక్కడ. So 3 plus 5 minus 1. So what is the answer I will get? ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ చెక్ చేయలేరు, ఇంకో డయాగ్రామ్ డ్రా చేయండి మీరు. Only 5 tasks will be there. Okay. So 3 plus 5 minus 1. So it is 7. So try to go through that. So గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి NTN is the non-pipeline, whereas pipeline అంటే K plus n minus 1 Tp. Speed up ratio ante from non-pipeline to pipeline, NTN divided by this. If n tends to infinity, automatically K minus 1 is negligible. So n cancel. So answer is Tn by Tp. But Tn ante value enti? Tn is nothing but K into Tp. Okay. Tn is nothing but K into Tp. So K into Tp in numerator if right, Tp cancel. So answer is K. So this is explained with the help of an example. Meere cheppandi amma. It is a 4-stage pipeline. 4-stage pipeline ante 4 segments annattu. Okay. And each sub operation requires Tp is 20 nanosecond. Okay. And 100 tasks you have to execute. Okay. Cheppandi amma. So what is the answer for this? First cheppandi andaru. So 4-stage pipeline. So the number of segments are 4. And each sub operation will be completed in 20 nanosecond. So totally how many tasks? 100. And one task in non-pipeline. Non-pipeline lo execute cheyalante because you have 4 stages and each operation is 20. So the answer is 80 nanosecond. Okay. And now in non-pipeline lo Non-pipeline, one task is completed in 80 nanoseconds. So 100 tasks are completed in non-pipeline is 100 into 80. This 100 into 80. So how much? 8000 nanosecond. Okay. Are you understand? The formula is n into k into tp. So k into tp అంటే మీకు ఆల్రెడీ తెలుసు, నేను ఆల్రెడీ చేశారు tp. k అంటే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ సెగ్మెంట్స్ ఎంత 4, tp ఎంత 20. అది 100 task means n to k into tp. So 8000 nanoseconds. అదే పైప్ లైన్ అయితే k plus n minus 1 into tp. మీ k ఎంత ఇక్కడ 4, n అంటే 100 tasks. సో 100 minus 1 అంటే 99. So 4 plus 99 into tp. So tp is nothing but 20 nanosecond. So 103 into 20. How much? 2060 nanosecond. Whereas non-pipeline 8000 nanosecond. Now speed up ratio ante non-pipeline to pipeline. Non-pipeline value anta 8000 nanosecond numerator. Whereas pipeline is 2060 in denominator. So Sk is what value now? Sk is the speed up is 3.88. Okay. Are you understand? So 3.88 ante we have a 4-stage pipeline, and pipeline is basically identical to the system with 4 identical function units: P1, P2, P3, P4. All those are, you can say that, multiple functional units, and it has the basic same structure. Okay. Are you understand all of you this one, this question, this example? So in exam I'll ask that what is the speed up, then you have to write non-pipeline to pipeline. So in this diagram also, how many segments? 4 segments. And totally how many tasks are there? 6. So formula is k plus n minus 1. Is it okay, all of you? Are you understand what I said? So once again, I'm just revising. The pipeline is nothing but simultaneously a sequential process will divide into sub operations, and we will perform the sub operation individually and with respect to all segment sub operations also. And this is the example that you are doing: a1 into ai into bi plus ci. I is this value. So 3 segments are there. So each segment will do, in first clock cycle I will do only segment 1, whereas in second clock cycle I will do segment 1, segment 2. Clock cycle 3 I will do segment 1, I will do segment 2, I will do segment 3. So like that it goes on. Okay. And the diagram is like this. So we'll perform. So first segment, then followed by the register. Registers given the clock signal, and this is the space diagram. So it is to identify how many clock cycles are required to complete our operation. Assume that 4 segments are there, and there are 6 tasks. So T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6. So totally, if you complete this operation by k plus n minus 1, 4 plus 6 minus 1, 9 clock cycles are required. Now pipeline speed up ante meaning enti non-pipeline to pipeline. So what is non-pipeline? So Tn is nothing but 1 clock cycle, whereas tau n is nothing but to complete n tasks n into Tn. Okay. Whereas in pipeline k plus n minus 1 Tp. Now divided that. So what is the answer? Tn by Tp. If Tn is KTP. Tn KTP and already chusam kada. K is nothing but number of segments. So 4-stage pipeline. Now see here, what is the Tn value? Tn value is nothing but this 20 into how many stages? 4. So one task is completed in 80. 100 tasks are 8000. Other pipeline is 2060. Calculate the speed up, which is nothing but 388. So I can perform this by using 4 identical functional units. Okay, performing the same operation. Okay. This is the 4-stage pipeline, is basically with 4 identical functional units. Okay. All these are operated in parallel. So this is nothing but pipelining. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Does anyone have any doubt now? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay. Is it okay, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'm closing the session. If you have any doubts, you can in the next class. Okay, I'm closing the session. Try to attend for the next class. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay. Okay.